If you're stuck in a corporate mindset thinking 10 hours a week of marketing leadership can't move the needle, you're probably picturing the wrong kind of work. A fractional CMO is not just here to post more content. They're there to create direction, improve consistency, and manage outcomes. 10 hours doesn't seem like a lot of time per week, but that's the point. The value comes from choosing the highest leverage work, not just doing more tasks to fill the day. So here's what a good fractional CMO can realistically do in 10 hours a week. First, we have to focus on messaging, because if your positioning is fuzzy, everything else gets harder. We can work together to tighten up what you do, who you're for, what you help them to do, what makes you different, and the words your audience actually uses to describe their problem. This step is foundational because we use this to inform everything we do. Second, we need to create a repeatable content system, because when there's content chaos, the reality is we're just not going to get out the best quality content that we could have if we'd planned ahead. No one likes living like that. So a repeatable content system creates a sustainable cadence that fits the rhythm of the business, but still builds demand. So using that message clarity we found in the first step, we build your content pillars, any recurring themes or series, a production calendar that's doable for everyone on the team, and ultimately a plan that turns one of your ideas every week into multiple assets across your platforms. And that takes us to the third step. In addition to the weekly content, we're creating assets that make selling your content easier, because ultimately you got to make the money, right? So maybe that looks like campaign drafts for pricing, availability, and launches. And usually that means lots of landing pages to make those all public. These are the assets that you keep using, not ones that disappear every week in the algorithm. One of the specific marketing areas that I like to focus on most, because I work with thought leaders, is email. Because you build trust with your audience when you're out in public and they see you. That could be online or in person. They talk to you, they learn what you're about, and they trust you. But letting you into their email inbox is a whole nother level. So if they've done that, this is where you take the opportunity to build that relationship. And as a fractional CMO, here's what I'm doing throughout all of these categories that a marketing assistant probably wouldn't do for you. I'm bringing in my expertise and industry knowledge to help advise you, set priorities, and guardrails. So I'm telling you what not to do, and I'm suggesting what you should stop chasing. And I'm tracking and providing the analytics so that you know what to focus on and you're not wasting energy on the wrong things. I think you'd be surprised that 10 hours a week with a fractional CMO can probably give you just about the same amount of value that a full-time CMO could. Adding a fractional CMO to your team can absolutely create momentum, because we're limited on the time we have. So we really focus on the leadership work and not the busy work. If you're stuck with a random marketing assistant who you have to guide through every step they take, you need to stop pouring all of that effort into them and instead maybe pay a little bit more for someone who's going to guide you instead of the other way around. That way you can do more of what you do best, and I can create a system that you can sustain.